What's up, guys? This is Will from Karnage, and we're here. We're gonna do a walk around this client's Jeep. I have a sweater because it's really cold. It's the winter. It's been snowing like crazy, and then we're gonna do a walk around this build that we've worked on. It's a really cool Jeep. I'm about to introduce the owner of the Jeep. Please welcome Armando.
I don't know what's wrong with him. Hi guys, how is everybody doing today?
I mean, it's supposed to be cold in New York, so I figured it'd be cold here too.
I'm sorry, Heather, that was his idea.
Anyway, it's actually cold for Miami. It's about 80. It's like 75. It's actually cold. 75.
Like
I went to buy coffee, not at Starbucks. I'm not that basic. And there was girls wearing like these boots and like just jackets, bro. It was like 70. And they were like, oh my god, girl, let's go get our pumpkin spice.
It's the truth, guys. Down here in Miami, once it drops down anything below 80 degrees, people bust out with ski gear to go outside. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Armando,
William,
how are you?
blessed.
Why are you wearing shorts, dude? It's actually cold.
Bro, this is
not cold.
This is perfect weather, man. This is awesome.
I have my
we should
thermal
be
pants. I have thermal pants and everything.
This is Rogue One. Rogue One was a concept that came to me from the last 25 years of off-roading. But actually what happens if you get involved with the wrong people, you start looking like a wrong crawler. That's the issue.
Shots fired.
But what happens, I originally got into off-roading because of Hurricane Andrew. Hurricane Andrew changed my life in a lot of ways, actually.
I don't think I was alive.
No, you weren't. I've been wheeling for 25 years.
I'm 22, so
exactly. No.
Psych.
So what happened? My dad's big F-250 was up on 38s.
Okay.
And we had to use it to crawl over a bunch of stuff. So I fell in love with it. I never really rode around the truck until that day. And I also got to volunteer in the combat medic tents at Homestead, which is what shaped me into becoming a combat medic. And an off-roader. But the deal with Rogue One is it's built to go off-road. I needed a car that would look nice to take my wife to dinner, right? At the same time, and still be able to perform very well, but also be an ambulance. Rogue One is actually a disaster relief vehicle as well. It is fully kitted with a bed platform and everything, so I can lay a victim down in the back if I have to. But ideally, the Jeep was built a certain way, and I took it out and did a shakedown on it, and I was not happy with the way it performed in any way, shape, or form. I'm a CJ guy, TJ guy. I took it to a shop because it's a JK. I think that's the thing with JK owners. They don't work on their own vehicles. Yeah, they take it to a...
When you buy a JK, you become lazy, and then you take your Jeep to get
Yeah, I think that's what happened. My days of being in the driveway are over.
When I had a YJ, I used to work on my own Jeep. Now that I have a JK, I still work on it.
But that's different. But no, I took it to a shop, and we went in a certain direction, and I took it out, I beat it up, and I wasn't happy.
Yeah, he went to the mall, and the mall won.
The mall won. Actually, I fell victim to the mall. Yes.
He actually did take the Jeep on a shakedown run, and the Jeep didn't perform as he expected. So after me and him have been actually following each other on Instagram for a while. He's always liking my pictures, but never DM me. He finally slid into the DMs, and he's like, "Bro, I need some Karnage." So he made an appointment. He came by the shop, and we looked at the Jeep, and we saw a bunch of really good parts that weren't put together correctly. So we pointed everything out, show him Jeeps that we built that didn't have those issues, and we've pretty much I would like him to say rebuild the Jeep. We're
still in the process, but it is a total rebuild if you really think about it.
Yeah, there's only a couple of things that we have to switch out. Like the long arm, we want to put a different one. But everything else, when it comes to the shocks, the steering, the hydro, the axles, the wheels, the tires, the supercharger, the cage, like the Jeep pretty much is fully built at this point. That's the only thing left is it's a long arm.
The long arm, I'm a very big fan of Terraflex, and with their new independent rotation long
with their new bushings, yes. Which they just released at SEMA.
I'm a super big fan of it. I can't wait to get it on the Jeep. I believe it'll give me a couple more inches of flex, and we won't have to relocate shock bracketry.
No, that's already been done actually.
Exactly, but yeah.
So yeah, we've already squeezed, we've modified mounts at the axles to be able to get more flex out of it. It's bumped up accordingly, and it does 90 miles an hour down the highway.
At 2,000 RPMs.
Chilling.
And it gets there very quickly now.
Thanks to Rip.
Thanks to you, Rip. Rip,
So,
thank you so much.
Let's do
for
a
this.
quick walk around the Jeep. So it's a 2008.
Yes, most people confuse it with something newer. It is a 2008. It does have 110,000 miles on it already.
Okay, which is pretty healthy. These 3.8s are very reliable. They're just very underpowered.
Yeah.
But they're they're actually more reliable than 3.6. So 2000. What is the name of this called paint?
This is, the paint code is tungsten blue.
Okay. There's no very common that you see this Jeep built.
That's why I color matched it, because I liked it so much. I wanted it to stand out and be something different.
Okay. So quick walk around. Curvy front sway bar. Rough country long arm. Falcon shocks front and rear. 3.3s. Spicer down 60s front and rear. Spider look beat locks 20-inch on 40, wrapped on 40-inch needles. Check out the interior. It's got a roll cage, sound system.
Alpine sound system, turbo seating, sound deadening on the floor. Yeah, the roll cage was installed as well, safety first. Obviously the Rockslide Engineering power steps, I love them because they're built to take a beating, but my wife can get in and out of the car. That's the most important part. K5 Designs built the sleeve system that we really believe in. This stuff is solid, it's not gonna shake, it doesn't rattle. It's really, really good. You're gonna have a 5-pound fire extinguisher at the top and possibly a 10-pound power tank, gotta talk to you, at the bottom, right there, for airing up and power tools. The decking system has all the tools, and on this side, on the other side,
Who makes that deck actually? It's pretty cool.
Goose Gear, who I'm a very big fan of. I might be getting a couple more pieces from them. Makes this sleeping deck. It's made for overlanding and stuff like that. I just repurposed it for an emergency deck and for gear and stuff like that. So you're able to stuff a lot of stuff where the back seat was underneath it with the back seat delete. So all my tools are on this side, and on the other side is just full of medical gear and recovery gear for the Jeep if I have to pull William out of a hole, you know, Mr. Send It.
Okay guys, let's keep it going. This is for the margarita maker.
Yes.
Margarita maker 3000. You put the blender here and your cups and you drink. Don't drive, but just drink.
Yeah. There's another cubby down there that we're possibly going to be repurposing. There it is.
This is where the margarita maker is.
The shakers and the alcohol will be hidden in there with my tequila. And obviously there's that slide is for the domestic fridge, which we have a 65 quart dual zone that goes in here normally. Because obviously we need to drink water on the trail along with the Patron. But you know, for disaster relief, people need water, people need certain food, snacks real fast, and medicine that'll go in there as well. Reverse camera inside the trailer hitch.
That I want to relocate.
Yeah, we're
That
gonna.
hitch needs to become functional.
Yeah, the hitch will become functional. One of the possibilities in the future is an overland trailer. You know, that we
Dude, Overlander, he keeps saying that. He's a rock crawler. He's a rock crawler first. He's gonna become a rock crawler and then maybe an Overlander. Maybe.
He's starting it. He has no idea what he's getting himself into. 25 years experience over his, let me leave that alone.
We relocated the lower mounts for the shocks. We also added the Terraflex well-done skid plates. So we raised the shocks almost 2.5 inches, 3 inches actually to be exact, which keeps the bottom of the axle a lot flatter, smooth under the axle, and then it gave the Jeep more down travel. Now that way we can also keep it low, and we're using the actual up travel that the shock has to offer, rather than just flex it and then have a bunch of extra shock just laying around there for up travel.
Not only that, I think one of the cool factors is that it's welded.
Right on the bolt-on mount.
Right on, not the bolt-on, because those shocks normally will take a huge impact and you can shear that skid plate completely off.
We've seen it happen a couple times already.
Yeah, so it's pretty stable. That's basically it. This is Rogue One. and officially rebuilt or being rebuilt by Karnage Motorsports.
Hey,
Yay! So now we are gonna
send it.
take it. Well, we're gonna send it in January. We're planning a trip in January.
Yeah.
We're planning a couple trips for 2020. Janko is building us a calendar for all the events, so we could share them on the media.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys say? The media?
On social media. Yeah.
On social media.
Yeah.
The internet. The internet.
Here.
Blah. The internet.
Boy.
And I'm dying to see this Jeep in action, man. Like,
Yeah, it's time to shake it down for real now. It's time to go play. We also did a complete skid plate system underneath it by.
Oh yes, TNT Customs.
TNT.
I use aluminum skid plate system. It's the same one that I run on my JK.
Yeah.
And they really take their views. They're made in USA, and TNT Customs is awesome. So
Even the drive shafts are Tom Woods 1350s. This thing is built to be beaten on purpose. But with the idea of taking my wife with me and her not freaking out when I don't break something down anymore. That's the key.
3.8,
Yeah, guys, this is a
105
3.8.
horsepower of Fury. This Jeep was actually featured in the Fast and the Furious. This is the Jeep I was filming all the cars. All the fast cars were behind it. They couldn't keep up, so this was the camera vehicle. And then we had a supercharger, so it's even faster now.
Yeah, I think the 3.8 did come extremely underpowered. We needed to up it up, so we went ahead and we reached out to RIP and got everything that they make for this engine, including the brand new coil packs, oil catch can. We're using the Genesis dual battery tray with 2 Optimas on there as well. This is a 240 amp hairpin alternator, and the actual radiator is a 3-core massive aluminum radiator to keep it cool, with the Mishimoto canister and the
PSC reservoir and catch can as well.
reservoir and catch can, which have made a dramatic improvement. I think the 2 biggest improvements in performance were the steering and the supercharger, because of the lack of power before.
The only thing missing on the supercharger, which is happening in January, is to get it tuned by Mike.
Yeah.
Mike will be coming sometime in January to tune these and a couple other Jeeps that we've lined up already. Which reminds me, I have to book the dyno.
Yeah.
But we're gonna put this Jeep in the dyno, see what it makes now, and see what Mike is gonna be able to squeeze out of it. So now we're gonna go do some rolling shots.